We got to do a little muting. Okay, you muted?
I'm good.
All right.
Hey.
That was close.
That was close.
Well, you and I are just busy yakking away, and all of a sudden, whoa, we're here.
We're so used to seeing each other on the roads all the time that when we get together now, because we don't see each other, we're like two old ladies coming up with all this stuff. Yeah. So, hey, everybody, got a great show tonight. Clyde's back over there doing a good job.
Back?
Oh, you're back there.
Okay, I'm back here.
Yeah.
Oh, where's my buddy?
Oh, is he hiding? Yeah, you got to put him up there.
Yeah, we got to get him going
You got to raise him up.
I'm taking him when we do, if we go back out on Ravaco, and hopefully it looks good. Yeah, we're taking him. We're going to strap him to the back of to the second seat.
Yeah.
And put him on the back of the trike.
Well, I even got a better one for you. I think that we ought to go see Brittani and have Brittani dress you up as.
Oh no, that's too much makeup for me.
You can go as a big girl.
I can't sit that long for her to do all the. Man, it takes an hour or two to get her to get the. I mean, it's awesome. You saw Crazy John as a Predator?
Yeah.
I wonder how long it took. Because he's got to sit there and get makeup done. I wonder how long that took. We need to ask Brittani.
We'll ask.
Yeah.
Anyhow, so everybody that's out there, today we got a pretty good show. It's a little of everything tonight.
Yeah.
We started off with the BMW Trick Rider.
Okay.
And this was over at the Ace Cafe a couple of years ago. When this guy came in, he's a school teacher up in New Hampshire.
Yeah.
He taught English.
This is like a little bicycle with a little Stingray seat and everything, and a little reflector on the back.
He had two different BMWs that he did tricks on.
Ah.
And we're going to train you on how to do some of that.
Nice. Okay. Well, me and my buddy.
Well, you take him with you.
Yeah, he's going with me.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, he's going with me.
So, anyhow, we got the guy from BMW.
We still never came up with a name for him.
That's your job. I still, for people that don't know, that little green guy that's there, for my birthday last year, Clyde comes in with this big package all wrapped up and everything, and I go, what is that? He goes, it's your birthday present. And if you've ever seen the movie with the kid with the BB gun, where the father had the leg lamp, that's what I thought you bought me. I thought, oh, God, did you buy me?
Why would I buy you a leg lamp?
Well, because you do weird things.
Okay, that's true.
So anyhow, that's what you got me.
Yeah.
And that was for my birthday, and he's been with us ever
Green
since.
Alien. What would be a good name for a green alien?
Hey, anybody that's out there, if you got any suggestions or ideas, let us know. Name the alien contest.
Name the alien. Yeah, we've been asking for people to name the alien, and nobody's said anything, so,
So
we need a name.
BMW, and then now you really knocked me off. So don't help me. Don't help me. We got Old Toccoa Farms. That's where I work, and I got to tell you, the early mornings, like this morning was really cold, but early morning I go out and I have to check the course before I start letting people go out. So this is hole number 4 that I filmed, and you really don't know how hilly or mountainous it is.
Is this recently or from?
Well, that was about 2 days ago.
Okay, good.
So that's 2 days ago for hole 4. Then next week I'll do hole 5, because I've already got it in there. And then I'll do hole 6, and then we're done.
I thought of a name.
Okay.
How about Proby?
Proby?
Proby. You know how
Proby?
the aliens like to probe?
Mr. Proby to you.
Mr. Proby.
Okay. As of right now, that's Mr. Proby.
Yeah. I'm very careful up here. I don't bend over with him behind me.
Hey, anybody that's new out there, Clyde has his own sense of humor, so just hang in.
No, yeah, it's.
Yeah, you do. You've got a good sense of humor. Now, the other thing...
Nobody said it was good, but anyhow. Okay, so you got another one.
Yeah, and the last one is really, really interesting. When we went to Nova Scotia, we went to, of all places there, Portland, Nova Scotia? I think it's Portland, Nova Scotia.
Is this during your last trip to New York and you went on the cruise?
Correct.
Okay, all right.
And basically, we went all around, saw a bunch of things, Bay of Fundy, stuff like that. But this thing, they took us, and I never knew it was there, the Titanic cemetery.
Okay.
And the reason the cemetery is there is because when they went to go on salvage and bring back the bodies and stuff, that was the closest area that was near where the ship went down. So they brought all of these people back to this area, and for most of them, they buried them right there in Nova Scotia.
Yeah.
And the guy tells us a little bit about it. He explains how the owner of the White Star Cruise Line was going at it with Murdoch, the guy that did the newspapers in New York. Anyhow, he'll talk about it.
They start with an H, you know, the big famous family
Yes,
that did the newspapers.
Yes.
And I'm trying to remember, like,
Well, folks,
we'll think about it later.
well, he talks about it. Hearst.
Yeah, and his daughter in California got mixed up with the Black Panthers or something. You remember that?
Yes.
Yeah. That's for old
Younger
people.
People don't know that one.
Yeah.
But anyhow, that's what our show is. And it's just, tonight is going to be interesting. Yeah. Tonight will definitely be interesting. And then I'm going to let you ask me some questions that I can't answer, so we'll do that anyhow.
I do that every night.
Well, real quick, what did you do today?
Still working on my honey-do list. I got to get all this stuff knocked out because if we go back on the road with Ravako, I've been spending a lot of money. So
You need to go back on the road.
I got to go back on the road. I bought another Rinnai hot water heater.
Oh, did you?
On-demand hot water heater.
Okay.
That was about $1,200. And then I bought all drilled and slotted rotors and brake pads and everything for the Jeep, front and rear. I get that fixed out. And I'm trying to find some decent shocks. You know, mine's a daily driver. I don't take off-road, so I don't need each shock to cost $1,000. I'm looking for, just a nice pair of daily driver shocks. I don't want it real hard to where you feel every bump on the road. I don't need that. And I'm not going to worry about going over rocks or anything. I'm going over the little rocks in my driveway. And that's it. So, so that's what I've been doing.
Okay. Well, I've been working at the golf course, and early mornings are really cold.
But Tamara said, I don't get up that early, but she said it was like 37 degrees when she got up the other morning, a couple of days ago. Yeah. I know it's nice and cool
and the worst part,
when I get up.
The worst part here, when I left, every time I leave here, it's 5 degrees warmer here than it is when I get to the golf course at the top of the mountain.
Oh, I believe it.
And then it's like Monday, I had gloves.
So is the Old Toccoa Farms golf course, is it the higher elevation?
Yes.
So we're about 2,100, I think, at your house and my house.
Yeah, I'm going to say...
somewhere around there.
I'm going to say that they're probably up about 25 to 26. I'm not positive on it.
Yeah.
But when you get to the very top,
so it makes a difference because then you got the highest point in Georgia, which is Brasstown Bald, I think.
Yes.
And I think it's like 3,200.
Well, last week, did you see that they had snow on the Blue Ridge Mountains?
Sure did, yeah.
I mean...
They had to close a stretch of the Appalachian Highway.
Yep.
Or the Blue Ridge Parkway, whatever it was. One of them.
Parkway, they had to close it because of the snow.
Yeah. So, how about that?
But that just goes to show you.
Oh, winter is coming. We're getting down in the low 30s. It had 27 for a little while, but now it's back to like 35 or something, 32.
Well, I'll tell you what, we'll put the first clip on, and I'll tell you about a few of the people that came up from Florida to this weather, and I'll tell you what the temperature was in Fort Myers yesterday.
Okay. Glad I'm not there. Oh, wait. I got to get ready. I'm ready. Send it.
So, if my man's ready over there, you got Teach ready?
Let's do it.
Okay, let's bring up Teach.
So you don't get out of the way and then you get ran over. But like I said, keep in mind, this is a very drivers. He wants an awesome. He's already got a huge smile on his face, so I'm pretty sure. And he'll be they are get those stuff away. Now, this thing has been there where it's been on bring that back a little bit here. Now, I'm sure everybody sees people holding on to the TV and all over the place. We take up the slowly maneuvering. So that way we can go on the yellow and we can slow it down. We have the TV. You can see that he's using a combination of rear brake, clutch, and throttle to keep that bike up on two wheels and just navigate Woody Stoppy. We're back down one more time. Watch your toes, kid. We're coming around fast right here. Teach get right next to the machine. Bring it nice and easy. He's going back down into the ground. And he's going to start crawling all over this machine.
That's twice now, buddy.
I know, it's my fault. But you know why?
Yeah.
Okay, so I won't say it.
Don't say it.
Now, that's Chris O'Neill. Let me tell you something. He's a teacher in high school up in New Hampshire, and he goes around and does the circuit. He's sponsored by BMW.
His nickname was Teach.
You teach, right. And you saw the stuff he did.
Yeah.
And the whole time, he was smiling and having the greatest time.
That's what we're talking about. I mean, he was out there. He just didn't come out and do 2 or 3 tricks, and then go.
Yeah.
I'm done. Man, he is out there just burning it up. Didn't he have 2 motorcycles?
He did.
2 different motorcycles.
Yeah, the first
That's
one
nuts,
was a full bagger, which is a heavier bike.
Yeah.
And then the other one was more of a stripped down a bike. They call it a naked bike.
I think we could do that stuff.
I don't think
I
so.
wonder if we could do some of that like on a Rowacco. They do it.
If it had a wheelie bar, we probably...
Well, I want to do the nose stand on a Rowacco. Yeah.
You've been drinking too much.
Me and Proby here.
You and Bro, you're both doing that. But anyhow, he goes around and I mean, he went around after and shook hands with people.
Yeah.
And he was just so super nice guy. And I said to him, I said, how did you get into this? He goes, I've loved motorcycles all my life. He says, the teaching's great. He says, but this is my joy. And he just travels the country and he's sponsored, by BMW, and their bikes are great, and I never thought you could do stuff like that with their bikes.
I guess you have to pay enough money so you can buy new back tires on both bikes.
Well, I will say this.
And plus a few bucks for traveling.
I mean, when I say they're sponsored,
yeah,
anything
he's hooked up, yeah.
Anything he needs, he's got. So
when are we going to get like that?
Next week.
This year.
Next week.
Our next contract.
Okay. If anybody's watching from Rowacco, that is the guy that's going to be doing our contract. So that's
we got it all figured out. It's going to be awesome. Do you want to talk? You want to tell them what it is?
What, the Rowacco trike?
So they can start working on it?
Well, here's first of all, and you and I have talked about this.
Yeah, we have.
People that don't know, Clyde and I and Travis go on the road for 6 months. And our whole job is to cover the East Coast and sometimes Texas and sometimes Oklahoma, and Sturgis.
South Dakota. Yeah.
South Dakota. But the Rowacco trike is probably, to me, and I think with you also, is probably the best trike that I've ever seen that's out there, especially for the price when you consider it.
Ever.
Yeah, considering if you want to buy a new Honda trike, it runs you, by the time you're done, about $65,000.
Can it be improved? Yeah, but the fundamental aspect of the Rowacco trike, just hands down the handling is just blow everything else away. The only thing it needs is self-canceling turn signals.
And don't you like the beat? It scares the hell out of me.
Well, it does. But it goes off every single time on me because I always forget to turn it off.
Yeah.
But then better, everybody's got the GPS and everything just all built into the electronic.
Yeah.
If they had a cool electronic thing in the middle,
Right, you and I are using our phones.
Like most motorcycles already have, then that would really put it right there, up there with the top.
I think one of the things that when you look at it, every time they had one little thing, and we talked, Simon was our good friend from Germany.
Simon's
and
awesome.
He told us some of the things that he tried to get through, but they won't do it.
Well, it's always going back to the money. Yeah, it's always a money thing. It's the cost, and they're trying to keep the cost way down so we can get into the United States, and then once we start selling them, everybody's getting them, then we start ramping it up to all the cool, nice things.
Well,
but they did do one thing I saw on a Facebook thing where they took the GT, you know how our Pure Touring and the ST, the motor.
Open it up and stuff,
What do you call it? Motor cowling? It would open. You could get to the engine easy. Our GT model, not so much as full body.
Solid back, you're right.
Yeah, solid body. So it had to be unbolted. Two people lift it off. Now it'll pop up, and it's got shock struts to help you get it up and push down.
Now,
so that's pretty cool.
My question, because I didn't really notice this, was that like the whole thing lifted up, or just the front, the fender stayed here, and the rest of it lifted up?
No, it's still all one piece.
Is it still all one
So
piece?
that whole thing pops up, because that's what a lot of people like. They like the full body, but they didn't like
having to take it off and being
having to take it. And that was so they fixed that. So slowly but sure, they're going to come around and it's already awesome. And if you could just ride one, you would just be.
That's the main thing.
You're going to be hooked.
People look at it.
Isn't that right?
How many times? Tell Broby. How many times when we were out there, people say, "What is that? And who makes it?"
Yeah. Is it custom?
Yeah.
Did you make that?
You make that one?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
100 of them sitting in the warehouse. If you like.
Yeah, you will like it. Well, yeah, we got them.
But the funny thing is, and you can verify this, when we went to Americade, that's when I found out how much it cost for a trike from Honda, because we had two people come in. One guy was from Canada. He paid over $70,000 for his because of the exchange rate for Canada versus our money. And then the one guy just bought his wife a brand new one, $65,000, and his wife was not happy with it because it was too high up, and she was afraid.
Oh yes, it's kind of top heavy for the width of the bike. Now, isn't Honda where you have to buy the motorcycle and then take it somewhere for a conversion kit to be added on?
Yes. And that's
See, that bugs me that you're taking a brand new motorcycle and having to.
Yeah. Well, look at the brake system on our bikes versus the Harleys in the Hondas. Theirs is a motorcycle that's a brake for 2 tires that they made to go for 3 tires. Ours, it was we took it from a car.
It's for a car, yeah.
And it's really 4 tires.
Yeah.
And then we jammed it into 3 tires, which makes the braking a lot better.
And really, ours is pretty awesome. Really, from about the driver's or from the passenger seat back, it's car.
Oh, yes.
And it's solid.
Yeah.
Solid, dependable car. And then from the driver's seat up, you're a motorcycle, man.
Yeah.
It's just way cool.
Yeah. And all I can tell you is people that got to go up online, go to Rebecca USA Today. The website doesn't do justice. You have to see it. You have to understand.
See it and sit in it and even drive that sucker.
Yeah. It's 6 foot wide and basically 12.1 long. So you got stability in each. The tires are independent suspension.
You'll never lift a tire going around corners. We have tried, and Travis is.
Oh yeah.
Travis and Simon.
Yeah.
Oh my God, doing demo days.
Yes.
Don't
let the cat out of the bag in case somebody's watching.
Well, I mean, they were. We would shoot ahead, but they would really shoot ahead.
Oh yeah, they would show what to do
and let the customers, decide how they want to ride and just catch up with them. But they gave it a good throttling, man, and never pick up a tire.
That thing is amazing in the turn.
Yeah.
I would take that and put it against any Honda or Harley trike going through the mountain roads or anything.
You get into any grass blades or any gravel, oh yeah, you're going to slide a little bit, but you're not even going to be worried about falling over or losing the bike. You're just going to slide a little bit, you let off, and then just cruise on out of it.
If we had one right now, we could be out there filming that thing.
Yeah, well, we're gonna.
They all went back to Florida. They like the sunny, warm weather.
They do like the sunny, but and that's hopefully that we can something that we can convey to them is that, man, we need to have these trucks. We need 3 of them.
Oh, that's right.
Call our customers, find out which 2 they want to see, leave the 3rd one here, and whatever stays here, that guy takes it out around here, and it just get that word out, and we're going to spend a lot more time. I want to, instead of quantity, we're going to do quality and do a lot more Facebook and social media time.
Right. And
got to.
Maybe, like you said, if we don't have to be in Memphis today and tomorrow at 8 o'clock be in Chattanooga or
well,
those are long rides.
Yeah, we did that ourselves because it was like we had to get the quantity, so hopefully out of 40 we might catch one that'll spring and I want it right now. Because it's a tough sell. Because of our economy, it is a tough sell right now. But we have a product, and if they keep doing that demo trike with the 2 sold to the dealer, man, I think that's really an awesome deal.
I agree 100%. But you know what? We need to go on with the show because we got stuff we got to do after. We have a corporate meeting coming up. So you know.
Broby, did you know about this corporate meeting? Because nobody tells me crap.
I love his glasses. He's looking good.
He's still hungover from January 1st. He was partying.
Yeah, you did load them up.
Yeah.
So, all right, are you ready?
What are we doing? Oh, we got to pay for this show.
Yeah, so commercial's coming up, so let's hit the commercial. And by the way, after the commercial, I'll tell you Paul said hello. But I'll tell you now, and then you already know.
Okay, cool. Paul's awesome. Go.
Welcome to Cuccinella's Pizzeria. We not only do pizza, you should see everything that we have on the menu. You know what? You can get a great salad here. We can also do calzones. My buddy, he loves the lasagna. And guess what? We got the best garlic knots in town. And you know what else I have? Brownies. Stop in, see us. Oh, and you can come in and buy by the slice. The slice is $3. It's ready to go. We open at 11. Come on in. Ravaco USA is looking for dealers. If you're interested, contact Hank at ravacousa.com or call 407-929-1713 and leave a message.
Yeah. They're just gorgeous. But did I tell you, Kevin called me, my youngest, and he goes, Dad, did somebody take your trailer? I said, why? He goes, I see it going down I-4. I go, no. I said, they're getting ready to go to Daytona. He calls me the next day. He said, Dad, I seen the most customized Ravaco trike. I said, let me ask you a question. Was it black and orange and he had a fin on it and that? He goes, yeah. He goes, man, that guy really customized it. I go, that's the way it came. He goes, that bike was gorgeous. He said, I tried to catch him, but he took off and then got off of I-4. So I said,
Yeah.
oh. So they do have some beautiful colors.
The black and orange one is, that was bad to the bone.
I would love to get one of those for two reasons.
Uh-huh.
Number one, it's probably the nicest. I mean, they got some really nice ones, but that one to me is the nicest looking bike.
Yeah.
And the other thing is that we can take to Harley dealers and they're going to go like,
Yeah.
oh my God, I got to have that.
And that one had the helmet cases with the handle things, which were, to me, made it really look stylish and sweet. So yeah, I want that one. We need that one, and then we need an ST two-seater, and then we need an Explorer.
Yeah.
And then call our customers. You know, if there's a good place we want to go visit, show up, talk to them, say, hey, what do you want to see? We got your choice.
I'll tell you what, when we get our new dealer over there in LJ, and we have our trikes, we're going to go over there on a couple different weekends and just invite people to come over, go to his new shop.
We can invite my neighbors, all the police officers that belong to this group, retired. They're all retired.
Yeah.
Have them come over there to demo day and let them ride. I think that would be awesome.
And I'll tell you what, the more people ride them, the more they go talk about them.
Yeah, and our only request is to make sure they get lots of film and pictures and put it on their own social media.
Right.
Because the more it goes out, the more hits we'll get.
Well, one of the things that we should be doing, we're not, then we're going to go back into today's show. One of the things is there's always different places around here that we can take in the trikes. I'm talking about, going to Ball Mountain, going to Blood Mountain, doing all these different rides and showing people what it's like and filming it and doing all of that.
They're hanging out with a Rowacco owner group, doing their stuff.
And I brought that up today in the conversation, but we'll talk about that also.
All right.
All right, are you
Is
ready?
that part of our corporate meeting?
Now I got to tell you, to me, this is my relief of having fun without having the Rowacco around, because I take this golf cart and it's almost like being on the turning mountain roads. And you're going to see this hole isn't bad. The next couple ones are steep. People watch me because I have to go backwards when I'm being a ranger. So they're coming this way and I go down the hills and they'll be out on the course and they'll see me go down, especially on hole 5. They'll see me go down and this thing is hauling. And then it crushes. And what happens is, because if I step on the gas, it's governed, so it won't do anything. So I have to let it coast, and that thing is flying. It's like being on a roller coaster. And just as it gets to the top, I'll hit the gas.
Punch it in.
And go over the top. And people are looking at me like, what is he doing? But it's so much fun. So if you're ready.
I'm not ready. You put me on hold today and then forgot me.
No.
Yeah. You were telling the people a whole story about going to the bathroom over here on this 9 hole, and then going over here. And because you told me, hang on a second. So I was waiting, listening to you talk to them and everything, and then I could hear you. I think you're walking around, or maybe you drove off. I don't know where you went. And after a while, I went, I guess I'll just hang up.
But that's when you get old, you forget stuff that you.
I know you were busy. You had a lot of people.
And a lot of them from Florida. I'll tell you more about that in a minute. But are you ready for this? This is hole number 5. This is why I would love to get you a job as a starter. Did I say 5? I meant 4.
Okay. Hole number 4.
Hole number 4, yes. Basically, I would love to get you over there as a starter ranger. I know you don't get up early. Maybe we could get somebody to come in, later. But you would love riding this thing. I mean, this is like fun. The only bad part that scares me is earlier this week I broke one cart, and today I was out riding, and all of a sudden I heard a strange noise, and I'm going, don't tell me I broke the second cart. I got a tree branch stuck underneath.
Oh, okay.
And it sounded like the wheel bearings were going out. And I got out, and I looked, I couldn't see anything.
You didn't see it? You didn't see the tree limb that you ran over?
You couldn't see it from the front. So I went back up to where we had our cart guys, and I said, do me a favor, get in here and drive it so I can take a look, but turn the wheel. And as soon as he drove and turned the wheel, I could see the branch sitting there.
Yeah.
But you couldn't see it otherwise. So anyhow, I got away. I didn't break two of them. So are you ready?
Ready?
Let's go.
This is hole 4 at Old Toccoa Farms. It's 313 yards, a par 4. So let's take a tour and see what it looks like. As a ranger there at Old Toccoa Farms, I get to go out early in the morning, and this is hole 4, and I'm going to give you a little adventure ride to see what it's like when you're in the cart, going around and having a good time. I got to tell you, the scenery is just outstanding. You'll love it. You'll go there. You want to be taking pictures. But let me tell you, the course is in great shape and it is quite challenging. So sit back, early morning October, and this is what I look like when I go out in the morning to check the course. I happen to be a starter and ranger there, and it is a lot of fun. I look forward to it. It's a mountain course, and I got to tell you, the elevation changes. This is one of the, I would say, easier holes. As you can see, the cart paths are very well maintained, and it's just a lot of fun going out there. And hole 4, to me, just as long as you stay on the left-hand side when you're hitting, you will have a great shot into the green. Now this is what it's like going up and over to the green itself. So pretty soon I will be stopping at the green. We're coming up right over here, and now we're going to be hole 4. Now you look from the tee box, if you look way over there to the right, you can see that's where the pond is. And I can't tell you how many golf balls in there, but there's a lot. Now on the left over there, that's the maintenance area. And if you'll notice, right there in the middle, which is a great shot in the middle of the fairway, somebody put a bunker there. I can't tell you how many times I've been in the bunker. And I don't care where you are, when you're at one of the tee boxes, you've got a chance for some spectacular views. The mountains are really just gorgeous this time of the year, and of everybody that comes there, they tell us 2 things. Number 1, what a challenging course, and number 2, what a great time they had. And there's the pond over there on the right, and this is what your approach shot would look like from the middle of the fairway. Now I will tell you, you do not want to hit the ball over the back of this green, because it's all downhill and a tough way to get back onto the green. Leaving green 4, we are now heading to the tee box for hole number 5. Now I'm not going to tell you much about hole number 5, because if you want to know about it, you're going to have to come back next week, and next week we'll highlight hole number 5 in Old Toccoa Farms. And this is, I tell you, one of the nicest holes as far as the view, but I think it's one of the toughest holes on the course. So you just have to come back next week, check us out, and see what does hole number 5 hold for you. Remember, Old Toccoa Farms, one of the premier golf courses in North Georgia. So hang in there, and we'll see you next week at Old Toccoa Farms. And when you go in the pro shop, make sure you say, hey, Hank sent us.
That's my day.
I know, man, that's pretty cool.
I mean, they pay me to be outside and to do stuff like that.
I know. I'll have to think about that. That's pretty cool.
And I got to tell you, the people there are super, super nice. Today we get a lot of, because of the league change, so we get a lot of people coming to see the different, the scenery and how things are changing. And I'll bet you, I had about 125 golfers today. And I'm going to say the majority of them were from Florida. Now, you and I know, what's Florida? It's flat as can be.
Oh yeah, they're not used to all these hills and everything, yeah.
No, and I had a real nice couple, an older couple, and they told me, I said, been a year before, and they said, no, my course back in Florida is very golfer friendly. I go, we're really friendly here, but I said it's a tough course. I saw him, I was out there ranging, and I came up to him and I said, how you doing? And they said, you were right. There's not a flat spot on it, this course. So they said, it is beautiful.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing. And I gotta say, especially when I get there in the morning, like this morning, I'll bet you I saw probably 15 deer, and it's mountainous. And I can't believe the way they can run up these hills and just go it.
Yeah, they go straight up. It's crazy.
It's unbelievable. And then yesterday,
I don't even see them panting or anything when they get to the...
No.
I'd be dying,
Oh, when I had to walk, no. Hole number 2 one day, I will film it, but I gotta wait until, right now it's cart path only, so I'm not walking down and going back
Yeah.
up. But that hole is really something.
Yeah.
And I laugh because I tell people, this is target golf, hit it on the right side, or on the left side, it'll come into the middle of the fairway. Don't aim for the middle of the fairway because you'll be down in the garbage. And I see all these people down in the garbage because they're wailing the thing and they got a beautiful shot in the middle of the fairway, but the slope brings them right off of it.
Oh, yeah, the slope, every time it bounces,
Yeah.
it's going right. Yeah, that's true.
I'm tired of looking at me. I want to look a little bit at you and Proby.
Well, you were telling the story.
Oh, that's
so,
okay.
So I went back to...
That's basically it. Yes, Monday, I'm going, matter of fact, I was going from hole 4 to hole 5. I'm going to say that I saw about 12 of turkeys. And it's funny because they went right across the course, right across the roadway and up into the hills, and they just... and they're gone.
I know, it's funny.
And it's just like...
We have about 12 to 15 of them at our house all the time now. Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of wildlife there. And It's interesting. I'm still waiting for Bigfoot, though.
He's coming. He's coming.
So anyhow, anybody that's interested, that's Old Toccoa Farms. I call it, it's OTF is the abbreviation. It's in Mineral Bluff. Look it up. If you're a golfer, you gotta come and you gotta play golf. They're closed on Tuesday. So that's my day that I get to play. So you don't come on Tuesday. But the rest
Wait a minute. When was the last time you played?
all right, you had to say that.
Yeah, I did. Because you haven't played in a while,
I
have
have
you?
not played since July.
Since July.
Yes.
Why?
I played in the tournament in New York,
Uh-huh.
and then we were on the road and off the road.
Yeah, the road thing kills everything.
I mean, if we could play golf while we're on the road, that would be really something. We can't even do that.
No.
So, I mean, we had a tough time. We wanted to go bowling.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. But if we formed like a really late league in different cities or something, we might be able to go bowling.
Oh, man. But anyhow, the last time I actually played was in July. Now, a couple times, well, I shouldn't say that. Last week, on Tuesday, one of the guys there had a little tournament for all the golf cart attendants and stuff.
Okay.
So we had, it was a 9-hole, and it was a scramble. So in other words,
Yeah.
I didn't have to worry about my shot all the time. But anyhow, we played 9 holes. He had a beautiful barbecue setup. In fact, you had some of the barbecue the next day.
We did. We polished that off.
And when I saw him the next day, he goes, I wish you'd taken more. I got more than I can handle. I said, well, I'm not taking it now. It's a little late, but yeah, that was good barbecue. But anyhow, I did play that. I played 9 holes.
We ate all we could. That was a lot.
Yeah, it was. And the beans were good.
Yeah.
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 I got a good surprise for you tonight.
Okay, good.
All right, so if you get a chance, and one day on a Tuesday when things are slow, I'm going to just take you out on the course. You won't have to play. We'll just drive the course and you get to see what it's like.
Okay.
One of the guys, and I won't mention, well, I will mention, he is, the cart guys, when you pull up, they've got to go and they take the golf clubs off of you, out of your car, put them on the cart. But they also have to go down to the cart barn and bring up all the carts. So the poor guy that's there at 6 o'clock in the morning, which you won't see me or you there,
No.
they have to bring up probably about 30 carts. Well, by the time I get there, they've got a lot of them up there. But I'd say, hey, rather than run down there, I'll go down, I'll take you down and
Yeah,
bring a couple
I'll help you out.
bring it down.
Well, you have to drive it up and then walk back.
Back down the hill to get to the next set of carts. And then when somebody comes in, you got to empty it and then you got to take it down and clean it. So
Yeah.
some of those guys, especially at night, some of those guys who are really busy in the summer months because it's later, they don't get off until 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
But
That's a long day if they're
Yeah,
working
very
6
long.
a.m. to 9 p.m.
yeah, well, they come in shifts. So
Yeah.
they'll have the morning shift, and they'll probably go to 11 or 12, and then they'll have a midday shift, and then they'll have the night shift.
All right.
But that's not you or me.
Got to keep those carts rolling.
Yes. We got
I bet they got a lot of battery tenders and.
we got two. That's not one of my biggest.
I would think you'd have them all lined up on battery chargers, like
Yeah.
20 of them.
You would think.
Yeah.
And the reason.
You're blowing my mind now.
Well, the reason they're not doing it, this is what I was told. Okay. These are older carts. We're getting new carts in March,
Okay.
and they're supposed to be electric. Now,
Okay.
basically what happens is when you pull them in at night, you got to plug them in. I talked to the electrician today that's getting ready to do all that.
They don't have enough power for that.
Not only do they not have power, they got to restructure the building to make it more solid, because they got all of these electric, I guess you call them chargers, sitting on the roof going down. They
Yeah.
don't think they're structural.
So there's a lot of transformers. So yeah, you're adding a lot of weight. Oh my gosh.
And then the other thing is, you know what it's like here. Power goes out, they have to have another generator. So if the power goes out, the generator will come on so that they can keep charging the cars.
So what are your golf carts now? Are they the gas ones?
Yeah.
Actually, those seems like it would be easier to maintain than the electric ones.
Oh, I think 100%. But I think it's got something to do, and they could be totally wrong, but two things. I think it's got something to do with the government giving subsidies for electric vehicles.
We're doing the electric.
And,
Yeah.
you know, everybody's like, and we govern them. So when you're going up the hill, and you see that when I take you out, they just chug up the hill. But when you go down the hill, you take your foot off the gas, you're a hauler.
Yeah.
But, you know, that's what I think is going on. I'll know more in March, you know, if they're going to do it. But then by then, you and I should be on the road.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see how that goes. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, no matter what happens with our group is off the road March 12th.
What's March 12th?
You know what March 12th is. Ask Brogan.
Probably what's March 12th? Your birthday?
You damn well know it's my birthday. And we're going to have a big, from what my wife tells me, a big 80th. We've got people coming in.
Oh, this is your 80th?
Yes.
Holy crap.
And Carrie's coming back.
Okay.
Arlene. So I figure we're going to have we'll be here and we'll have a good time.
All right.
No matter what, we're taking March 12th off.
Okay.
So we'll see how that goes. So anyhow, it's time for another Ravaco commercial, isn't it?
Yeah, this is the commercial that shows both of our girlfriends that we have down in Florida.
Told you.
They don't listen. My wife and your wife, they are not going to watch this show.
They make fun of us.
They make fun of us, but I mean, you can make fun of us all you want, but you need to check out our girlfriends.
The cat's out of the bag, yes, okay.
Yeah, check out my.
Let me ask you this question. Did you dump the Predator cheerleader? Is that what you did?
Oh no, they're on the side.
Oh, okay. I can't remember her name, but I'm sure you do. Oh, my God.
Oh, there's so many. It was started with a J.
Yeah. You have to look at the calendar. It's got to be around here somewhere.
What was her name?
Was it like a two-name thing?
Yeah,
Like Billy Joe?
Billy, something, Julie Joe.
We'll look it up.
Oh my God, I can't believe it.
Oh, my God.
She's so hot.
You know, she really almost liked you.
She really did. Well,
Almost.
you got 2 restraining orders. But I think she liked me.
Yeah.
All right, you ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
Ravaco USA is looking for dealers. If you're interested, contact Hank at ravacousa.com or call 407-929-1713 and leave a message.
There we go. You found her, didn't you?
I love Gracie Joe.
Gracie Joe.
Call me. Check this out. See if I can get her up there. Oh my
This is
God.
great. There's Gracie. No, down. Bring it down and back. Bring it back. Back to you.
Oh, back. Sorry.
Keep
Oh,
going.
you want to see her? Oh, you want to see her face?
Yeah, there she is. Gracie Joe. She said hello to you.
Oh my gosh, she's so smoking hot.
Woo! You were doing okay until you got a little risque with her.
Well, 2 restraining orders later. I think she still likes me though.
Yeah. She likes you so much she went to the NBA. Now she's a cheerleader for
I know.
Orlando Magic.
Because this is, what year is this? 2022.
Yeah.
So my 2023 calendar is in my drum room, and I can't remember the girl's name this month, but I flip it every month.
Yeah.
And
So what if the days aren't right? Who cares? The fans are great.
yeah. But what are we gonna do? Hopefully the Predators are still gonna do calendars.
Yes, they're like I said, they're changing leagues,
Yeah.
and this league, from what I understand, has 18 teams.
I think that's what I heard too.
Yeah.
And once Gracie Joe sees that the Predators are going big time,
Yeah.
she may be home, may come back home, come see us.
Well,
And we'll have her on the show.
and now that Crazy owns the team outright, basically,
Uh-huh.
they're going to have a concert schedule. So you're not only going to get to see a game, but then you're going to get to see a concert. And they got some pretty good names coming in, pretty good bands coming in, like the AC/DC, what do you call them?
The tribute band?
Tribute.
Yeah.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah, those guys are good.
Oh, I tell you what, I watched them. I didn't know they were a tribute.
I know.
Yeah, I should have known.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there going like, why is this guy wearing shorts? What's he doing? And then I found out. Shorts
Oh.
and combat boots. All right.
Now.
We're going into, and I can see at the back window, the sign that says Titanic Cemetery.
Yeah.
Now this is interesting. And there's a lot more that I didn't put on. And depending on if people want to see it, they can let us know, put a message up or whatever they want.
Did you see any ghosts?
No, but I didn't go at night.
There's got to be a lot of unrest in that group.
Oh, I got to tell you. You know how sometimes you walk into some place and the hair on the back of your
Get the
neck,
heebie-jeebies,
stand up?
yeah.
For the most part, I didn't have it until I got to one spot. And I can't even tell you what it was because I didn't stay there that long. I didn't even film it.
Yeah.
But I started to read it, and it was almost like leave me alone type thing. And I mean, I got goosebumps, and I walked away.
I get the heebie-jeebies when I get near Tamara's bedroom.
Oh, God, help me. You are something else.
I think I saw a ghost.
Before we get in more trouble, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Take it away.
While we were in Halifax, we found what was called the Titanic gravesite. Now there's quite a story about that, and we have one of the better guides around, but I forgot his name, so we'll just have to go with that. But he explained what was going on, and what happened at the time was when the Titanic went down, the booking agent happened to be in New York City, and the closest place they could get to for salvage was, of all places, Halifax, Nova Scotia. So let's sit back and listen to our guide tell us a little bit about it. Sorry about the buzz, but that's somebody in the background working.
There's no order to the numbers, and all the numbers don't appear here because
Some of them are.
hundreds of people were buried at sea. So those numbers aren't here. 19 are in the Mount Olive, 10 in the Julie Cemetery, and 50 some returned. So that's why there's no order to the numbers whatsoever. John, or Luigi, is described. You go on the internet and you get a description of all these on the internet.
Really?
Now, he's described as a waiter on the Titanic. Now, the main dining room, first-class dining room, was not a White Star employee, rather it was a contracted deal.
Oh, okay.
And Luigi was a restaurateur in London, very successful restaurateur, and he was invited to bid on the dining room. Unfortunately for him, he won the contract. His wife and his daughter were on the ship with him. They survived. Unfortunately, he did not.
So tragic.
You've seen the movie Titanic? You remember the main character?
Yes.
Jack? I don't really believe him because prior to making of the movie, there was a research team here for a couple months doing research work. And I'm only guessing at this, but I guess that they took this headstone to represent the Jack Dawson. This was a Joshua Dawson, sometimes called John. He was a stoker in the bowels of the Titanic, so he never saw daylight from the time he went aboard until he drowned. His body was found and he was buried here, and 3 months after he was buried here, for about 3 months after the movie came out, this headstone was buried in flowers because everybody assumed it was Jack's headstone. Freeman. Mr. Freeman, Ernest Edward Samuel, was the personal secretary to the owner of the White Star Line, Bruce Ismail. Now, Bruce Ismail, to say the very least, and the nicest thing you can say about him was that he was a man who was not very well liked. So much so, have you ever heard the story about a man dressing up as a woman to get off the Titanic?
Yes.
Yeah.
Complete, absolute falsehood. The owner of the White Star Line, Bruce Ismail, and this headstone gives you a little bit idea into his psyche. It was cheaper for him to bury his secretary in Halifax and put this headstone here than to ship the body home. But to let the world know what a nice guy he was.
He put his name on it.
Yeah. When Ismail was arranging financing for his ships, he did so in New York through the Chase Manhattan Bank. And at that point in time, and I don't know what caused it, but him and a gentleman by the name of Randolph Hearst.
Oh, Hearst, okay.
You've heard of him?
Yeah.
They got a real hatred for one another. I don't know what brought it about, but Ismail had standing orders that no Hearst employee, no Hearst family member, or Randolph Hearst were ever allowed to set foot on any of his ships. And if you did so, you were fired.
Oh my goodness.
Randolph Hearst heard that the Titanic hit an iceberg and that Bruce Ismail survived, and he had immediately published in all his newspapers that Ismail dressed up as a woman to get off the Titanic.
So maybe it was.
Oh, that's where it came from.
That's where it came from. Yeah, exactly.
Because he
Yeah.
needed.
How about that? I'm sorry about the buzz, but they had something going in the background, and I tried everything that I could think of to try to get rid of that buzz, and I couldn't. So, because you guys are more of a music guy and understand stuff like that, maybe you could.
There's some noises you just can't get rid of. That was just too loud.
Yeah, I tried to.
They were working on something in the background.
Yeah, they had like a pump or something going, and it just.
You know what we had at our house today?
No.
A helicopter with the cable coming down with those
Water scoop?
the saw blades
Oh, cutting trees.
cutting the trees. Loud. It was there all day, and so we took a ride to see what it was. Took the dog and went down there, and the guy stopped us before we went south Odessa Road, and the guy stopped us because they were just right there. And I said, "Oh, don't worry, we'll just turn around and go back this way." We just turned around and parked because he was just like right there. He's just like treetop level and just buzzing around, and those saws would hit a branch, and you just hear it go. Yeah, they just blowing tree branches everywhere.
What color was the helicopter? Was it orange?
It was a black or a dark blue or something like that.
Because I had two orange ones constantly flying over the golf course today. I don't know if they were.
I wonder if that was like a tour,
You know, it could have been.
kind of showing off the old Toccoa, or
Yeah.
maybe they knew you worked there and just wanted to try to get a glimpse of it.
Well, I know every time I'm down
Paparazzi.
by the river, The train goes by and blows a whistle and waves to me.
That's so nice.
It is.
Yeah.
At least I think they're waving.
It's nice to be popular.
Well, they think I'm somebody else. That's okay.
That's okay.
That's all right.
You still like them, huh?
Yeah, I'm trying to be nice.
Yeah.
So anyhow, that's what our show is tonight. Again, I apologize for the buzz on the Titanic, but I thought...
I'm getting the buzz right now.
Now, what did they say they... Halifax. And this is your job for next week. Okay? I want you to go up and go online and get the information on the Halifax explosion. Now, I'll give you a little background on it. Also in that cemetery, they have a section, we didn't go to it, but they have a section. During World War II, the beginning of it, I think, or the end of World War I, one of the two things. Halifax was a port where a lot of the Navy ships went in.
Okay.
Well, when you have an explosive ship, you're supposed to be flying a flag on it, a certain color flag. I don't know if it's red or what it is, but so people know that this is an explosive ship.
Take extra care.
Yes. Well, they didn't put the flag on, and another ship was coming out, and the two ships collided.
You just think, how does that happen?
Yes.
But was it foggy or what?
That I couldn't tell you because you're going to let me know.
Okay, I'll look it up. Yeah.
But the explosion was so bad, it wiped out half of Halifax. And the way that the explosion went, I mean, there were people in their homes that when they heard it, they went to the window, and of course the window's all shattered and killed them. And it was, quite a few people died on it. But what happened was, that's where they went to find out what it's like for a blast. So when they did the atomic bomb that went off in Japan, they figured out where it was going to go. It didn't hit the ground. It went off before it hit the ground.
Yeah.
Only because they saw what the sound waves happened when this ship
Yeah, it was
flew up.
worse than making a big crater and then it not hardly going very far.
Yep. And so that's where they got the information on how to work the atomic bomb.
Okay.
But I'm going to let you go there because you're good at finding stuff on the internet.
We had the same thing happen in Texas City in Texas.
Really?
It was a coastal town that, had a port and ships would come in and a grain ship came in and something went horribly wrong. Nearly wiped out the entire town.
Well, that's about what happened in Halifax. And it has probably to do with the dust, and the dust on the grain ship caught fire and blew up like a...
Yeah, it doesn't catch fire, it just...
Yep. Oh, well, glad I wasn't there. But anyhow, you're going to do that next week, so
Okay.
I'll only get 2 things for next week, and I'll let you get that one there.
Okay.
You can get all your own music.
I guess that's fair.
Yeah, you can do all your own music, you're good at that. And we didn't get bumped off for last week, I guess it was, that we stole some of that music and put it on.
Nobody cares. They'll bump us off in foreign countries, but, but they're leaving us alone here in the United States, so we're golden.
Yeah, they like us. But anyhow, that's our show for tonight. I hope everybody enjoyed it. I know we talked an awful lot about Ravacco, but it happens to be one of our loves and one of the things we really enjoy.
Oh, they're going to be hearing a lot more about that.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
That is good. I might even give you a call tomorrow, but we'll talk about that after the show. So anyhow, that's it for tonight. I don't even know what time it is. You got a time?
It's time to go. It's 8:06.
You went over the hour show.
No, I told you it was 7:55 earlier.
I never heard you.
No.
It must have been where my phone was left there. Let you.
Okay, so I'm doing my shout-outs.
Go ahead.
Ruby.
Yeah.
Shout out to my dog Ruby, airborne brothers and sisters, and Travis. Ever since he went to Texas, he's been trying to get over this crud.
Yeah.
And he sounds like Sasquatch or worse.
Yeah.
He's Putin and I don't know. Anyhow, but he's doing a lot better, and I think that's it.
What you want to say hello to Tamara?
Hi, Tamara. And Proby. As long as he doesn't try to Proby me again, it's all good.
Well, of course, my shout out goes to all of the first responders, to all of our soldiers out there. And, you know, and I wish I could remember the number, but you know me. Suicide prevention is out there. Anybody that's got it. You know,
811?
I think that's it. But I don't want to give up the wrong number, so you can, if you look it up.
You just keep
But
going.
anyhow, you know, our people in Orlando were quite busy last week. They had Oktoberfest, and
What is that?
I miss going to Oktoberfest, but I had other things that I have to do. Kind of like Clyde and I, we're out on the road, so now we're catching up on all the stuff that we did not get done. So that's that. But if somebody is sitting there, and I know times are bad and stuff like that, did you find the number?
We weren't close.
What was it?
988.
988. Call that number. There's always somebody there. They'll be glad to talk to you. And we'd rather that you do something like that than have to set your family up into a turmoil and feel so bad that they let you down. So think about it before you do it. I know things are bad, but they can always get better. And with that, I got to say I want to thank, first of all, Kevin, Shawn, Crazy, IT, Brittany's show was coming out. I don't know if you saw the thing.
It got pushed back to November
7th, I think.
something like that. Yeah. So we'll watch for it. We'll have another show before then.
For anybody that doesn't know, we do our show here in the mountains on Wednesday, and every other Thursday they do their show in Orlando. And now that the football season's over with, they'll be out doing some other things, going to different places. So with that being said, you remember how to say goodbye?
Yes, I do.
Since last week.
Yeah, I got it now.
I'm going to let you leave.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Join the adventure and enjoy the ride.
Folks, we'll see you next week. Thanks for watching.
Call me Gracie Joe. Where are we at? Here we go. Boom.
Catch CFTV North every Wednesday at 7 p.m. on Facebook, YouTube, and Vimeo. So join the adventure and enjoy the ride. Check out Three Wheels and Us on Facebook and see what Clyde, Travis, and Hank are up to every week.